Create an image based on the current canvas size and aspect ratio. A cat on the left wearing a red suit and a tall top hat. A golden retriever in the center wearing a green leather jacket with a gold bow tie. And a rabbit on the right wearing a navy blue lace dress and holding a vintage handbag. Friends, this is the Gemini side panel in the Chrome browser. After calling it up, it can use my current BBox design tool to quickly generate an ideogram for JSON structured prompt that matches the current canvas size and aspect ratio based on my instructions. By parsing and loading this prompt, we can clearly see the position relationships between each subject on the design canvas on the left. Then, by pasting this prompt into Draw Things for generation, we get this result. This is what ToolBuddy is going to introduce today. How to use Gemini and Chrome together with the BBox web design tool to quickly and scientifically create and modify Ideogram for JSON prompts. The entire process leverages the intelligence and efficiency of Gemini 3.6 Flash, and it is completely free. Gemini and Chrome, hereafter referred to as Glic, can fully read all the content, modules, and even images on the tool page. This BBox web tool is essentially provided to Glic as a form of context, allowing it to generate scientific and reasonable prompt planning. Chrome's built-in Gemini, also known as Glic, has now been widely rolled out in most countries. If you don't see Ask Gemini in the top right corner of your browser, first make sure Chrome is updated to the latest version. Then you can check my previous video and you should be able to get it working. After setting up Glic, click Ask Gemini. Click the plus icon in the bottom left corner. Then click Skills, Manage Skills. Next, click Add to create a new skill. You can choose any name you like. In the Instructions section, which defines the rules, paste the content I shared. Then click Save. Now you have created a reusable skill specifically designed for my BBox design tool page, which can generate Ideogram for JSON prompts. Next time, simply open the BBox page, call up Ask Gemini, press the / key in the input box at the bottom, select this skill, enter your instructions, and it will quickly generate the JSON prompts you need. Okay, let's go back to the example from the beginning of the video. Now we'll optimize the existing prompt. After selecting the skill, use voice input to tell it, I want Miss Rabbit to appear in the center and Mr. Dog to appear on the right. Please swap their positions and adjust the prompt accordingly. Very quickly, Gemini 3.6 Flash provides the optimized result. We copy the prompt with one click, paste it into the top box to deconstruct it, and check the updated BBox structure. Then we paste the prompt into Draw Things and generate the image. As you can see, Miss Rabbit and Mr. Dog have perfectly swapped their positions. Okay, let's continue exploring its capabilities. Currently, there are only 3 major BBox elements in the image, without further refinement. I tell Gemini in the input box that I want to separate the hat worn by the cat brother and the handbag held by Miss Rabbit into individual BBox elements. Please optimize the prompt. Very quickly, Gemini separates the cat brother's top hat and Miss Rabbit's handbag into 2 independent bounding boxes. These 2 boxes can be moved and adjusted freely on the tool page. So I move the hat BBox onto the dog's head and move the handbag BBox near the dog's hand. Then I click Update Prompt on the page. In other words, I now want both the hat and the handbag to appear on Mr. Dog. It is important to note that my web tool can only update and move the positions of BBox elements, but it does not automatically modify their descriptions. However, that's not a problem. We have Glic. First, we copy the updated prompt. Then, in Glic, we tell it, I have manually moved the hat and handbag onto Mr. Dog, so you need to update the corresponding descriptions in the overall prompt as well. Then we paste the updated prompt and click Send. Gemini 3.6 Flash quickly updates the corresponding descriptions. Finally, we paste the fully reconstructed prompt into Draw Things and run it. As you can see from the final image, Mr. Dog now has everything. He is wearing the top hat and holding the handbag, while the corresponding elements have been removed from the cat brother and Miss Rabbit. Through the example above, I demonstrated how Glic can quickly help us design JSON prompts and optimize and modify precise structured prompts. Next, let me show you another use case for architectural design. I asked Gemini to randomly design an aerial view of a shopping mall, for example, an Aeon mall. After deconstructing the prompt it generated, the result looked like this. However, this is slightly different from the Aeon mall design I had in mind, which is usually more like a long rectangular building equipped with a large parking area, so I guided it to make some adjustments. After the revisions, the overall layout matched my intention much better. I then pasted this prompt into Draw Things for Generation and got this Aeon Mall aerial view. What do you think? The combination of the BBox web tool and Glic is incredibly smooth. A web tool plus a first-tier Gemini 3.6 Flash cloud-based AI brain, completely free, allows the entire design and planning process to be done inside the Chrome browser, and then transforms the plan into actual images in Draw Things. With this workflow, we can also create e-commerce product images, as well as many other creative design-related tasks. Before we finish the video, I also want to mention one more thing. Gemini 3.6 Flash is a multimodal model with vision capabilities. By uploading any image directly into the BBox web design tool, you can use Ask Gemini to reverse engineer the image into a structured JSON prompt and editable BBox elements. One limitation is that the current model's visual reverse engineering capability can accurately identify the objects in an image, but it still cannot infer their exact BBox positions accurately enough. However, that's not a big issue. We can manually adjust and fine-tune the positions in the web tool. As long as Glic can accurately describe the objects and provide approximate BBox locations, the workflow works well. That's all for today's content. I have been continuously exploring how to implement Ideogram for BBox design in a low-cost, efficient, and simple way. I believe today's video is very meaningful, so I wanted to share this exploration with you guys. Feel free to leave your thoughts, suggestions, improvements, and additional ideas in the comments for further discussion. I'm ToolBuddy, focusing on discovering high-quality tools and solutions. Let's improve efficiency little by little every day. See you in the next video.